One word, Monaco. That's exactly where we are today in the PSGL as we go to round 4. We've just had a break week. We're back. Now, on screen, you're going to see the previous episode, guys. Spoilers ahead. It was a pretty tricky, let's say, United States Grand Prix in which we had to play team role duties. That's all I'll say for now. Heading into this one, things are looking overall not too bad. We have given away some points, and last time out, we could have had a P5. It ended up being a P9, which is really frustrating for the Drivers' Championship. Heading into this one, I think we're P6, and yeah, we definitely have to try and hopefully get some points. Now, today, there's only 13 drivers racing because nobody wants to league race at Monaco for multiple reasons. The biggest one is it's very RNG and very meta, like you have to drift at the hairpin to be fast. So that is going to affect things quite a bit. Anyway, let's see what happens. Let's get into qualifying and let's see how we go. Right, here we go then. Monaco, we all love it. We all know what it's about. And yeah, reduced grid for this one. So every position is going to be important, and especially at Monaco. So we're going to get started with our first lap in qualifying. Now, my best banker lap, my best first lap in qualifying in practice was a 0.5. So we'll see in a bit how that goes. In the meantime, currently dealing with Massenet and Casino. We go purple in Sector 1 with a 18.2, which isn't anything special. We attempt the drift. This is what I mean about the RNG meta. If you don't drift, you're not fast, and if you don't drift right, then it's basically game over. That was not great. I really do struggle with the drifting aspect of this, but the same for everyone. I just don't happen to be very good at it. Through the Nouvelle Chicane, really nicely done there. Late braking, also cutting the curbs, nice into to back. Down again, a little bit of a wall hit on the inside, then we hit it on the outside. Through swimming pool, lovely there, riding the wall beautifully. And now into La Rascasse. Try not to run too deep, that was pretty decent. And now Anthony Nogues, the final corner, square the car, punch the power to the line. I don't think that was too bad. It wasn't terrible. I've done better. I've done 0.5 bankers, but I was a bit scruffy at times. Now, what I done here was actually do a quick cool down lap, and we're going to go for a second push attempt. Reason being, we only have 3 soft tyres available. This is our first set. Only 2 sets left, plenty of time on the clock, so plenty of time to get laps in and kind of see if we can find some time. Now, we're going to try and iron out some of those little mistakes on that first attempt. Sector 1 is about...
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Sector 1 is about the same. We lose a little bit into Mirabeau. We drift again, but we don't quite get the rotation, and you can see this time we lose 2/10 as a result. And this is what I mean about it being a complete lottery. So we're going to floor it, and I'm going to send it a bit more to try and recover the lap time as we race down towards the Nouvelle Chicane, slamming on the brakes.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
I haven't done that once in all of my practice. Not once. Oh, what a donkey.
Turned in too early, didn't you?
I ain't done that once in practice, bro. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm actually telling the truth. I did not do that once. Practice went really, really well for me, even with damage on. Like, I didn't really have any issues, and it was actually really consistent. Now, my best banker lap was a 0.5, and my personal best, I believe, was a 0.2, if I'm not mistaken. It has been a week now, so I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So we could have been up there. I mean, definitely P4 was achievable. But yeah, I just couldn't quite do it. And frustrating, really, because there was a ton of time through, you know, the kind of Tabac swimming pool chicane area, and then a little bit as well in the first sector as we only did a 0.2, which was a bit low-key. So yeah, definitely think we could have done better. But unfortunately, it's P10. To be fair, it's not terrible. We're not actually last, considering we only got 1 time lap. That's not terrible, but yeah. Teammate Ryan Jacobs, P3. Hopefully, he can get a big result in the race. So, game plan is this. Medium, hard, hard. Right. Here we go. No heroics. The Sandabot. Here we go then. Lights out. And we're away for the Monaco Grand Prix. That was a long lights hold. down towards turn 1 then. We're going to just squeeze around the outside. A little bit of a gap. I'm still there, Kai. I'm still there, bro. We just get slammed in our face, and actually we got then hit in the rear by an Alpine that got damage, I believe. Luckily, no damage. We are okay, though. We're clear of damage, luckily, but we do lose a place. Does that all the time. That's the Kai trademark. Now, flooding through Mirabeau. Now, towards the hairpin, we've got the Alpine behind, looking for a move. We try to go around the outside, but no real luck there. Going the long way round at the Lowe's hairpin, or the Fairmont hairpin. Meanwhile, up ahead, we've got Tutubi battling in the Sauber with the other Alpine. Kai getting involved as well, so it's really going straight 55 bias. Really kicking off here as we race into Nouvelle. Easy on the exit, and Tutubi gets put in the wall. Damage for the Sauber. Tutubi in the wall damage. He got squeezed at the chicane. And he's one of the championship protagonists, so that's a big moment. As I think that was Boulam. I didn't fully catch his name in the Alpine, but I think he's a reserve. He put him in the wall there. Not really fair. They were too wide. I think he deserved a bit more space. But either way, on to lap 2. Crysis with a bit of a messed up last corner. We're going to try and get him back.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Room given down the inside at turn 1, but he just gets the exit under traction. We'll keep fighting it up the hill towards Massenet, but we just can't quite make the move happen. Okay, now my only concern for this race is cramp in my left foot. I seem to be getting cramp on the brake pedal, and that's because I've recently changed my seating position, so sometimes my leg can get a bit overloaded. A little bit premature on the turn in there, and those little kind of micro errors can creep in as a result. Anyway, on to lap 3, on to the start of lap 4. Oh wow, Alpine's in already. Is that an early stop? So not Boulam, it's Boulaik or Boulaich. Either way, he's in. Very early undercut for the Alpine, and that moves us into P9. Oh my god, look at that train. Yeah, there's a train there. Now the top 3 have got to wait. The Sauber running in P4 is kind of running this little train of cars. And it runs to P4. That's decent enough points today. I'll take a P4. That means the top 3 get away. That's fine by me. So let's try and see if we can go about achieving that goal. So yeah, we saw the Alpine box, and I'm expecting other cars to potentially react here. And there you go. Kai boxes. Does anybody else come in? Yes, I think so. Some more cars in. Lots of early stops. This is what I want. Crysis, I think, has fried his rear tyres. Not in terms of temp, but probably in wear. I believe Lawrence and Giovanni boxed, so yeah, we're now pressuring Crysis. We've got more pace, and it seems like he's actually not done his rear tyres any favours in these first 6 laps. So we have the advantage here, and we're looking pretty sharp. So I'm just looking to see if I can find a move somewhere. And at the minute here, we've had a decent enough exit into the tunnel that we might just be able to fight this one.
Okay, that's 33 laps of fuel left.
Crysis doesn't fight it too hard, and we move through down the inside. Nice clean move, good racing there, and we move up on track legit. So happy days, good move. We're now going to push on here and try and make up for lost time. Monaco is next up in P4, 3 seconds up the road in the Aston Martin.
It's gone early, very early.
Now that is in reference to City Sly Guy, who I believe was P2. Ryan let me know that he's boxed. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think I'm happy that a lot of cars have gone early. I think this is going to suit our strat. I've overtaken Crysis. He was holding me up. So I've got clean air, so I'm going to try and recover a bit of ground to you now. P1 in. I'm not really pro overcut here, but everyone's gone so early that we have to go for it. So yeah, this has changed the goalpost a little bit. Everyone's boxed really, really early, and Ryan now finally pits. What we've done in the meantime, though, we have gained over a second on Mollemo here. The gap was 3 seconds. It's now down to 1.6. Now, I wanted to overcut and go even longer, but I'm going to do opposite of Mollemo here. So we're going to see if he pits or if he stays out. This is going to be critical to pass him. So let's see. Does he stay out? Yes, he does. All right, undercut time.
So we got 29 laps of fuel remaining.
Very cautious pit entry there. Any rules in regards to pit entry or the line, or is it only the exit?
No, I think it's only exit.
Okay, so I didn't really check the entry. Right, I might get undercut on Mollemo here. I'll lock in.
Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Right, no risk, no one near us. There we go, avoid the P exit line. Already P8, it's an improvement, and we're going to have much fresher tyres than Kai. And we pushed flat out on the outlap, not draining entirely the full battery, but using a decent chunk. And Monaco is at pit exit. Here it is, down towards turn 1. Do we have it? Let's watch the exit through the apex. We floor it. There it is. And we've done it. We gain a net position with the undercut. So we're technically, even though we have to make overtakes, oh boy, we're potentially running net P4, but we've got a disconnection here. Okay, this guy's disconnected. So this is legit. Full position. Okay. Be careful here. This could be a danger. AI driven. Not ideal, that's for sure. P4 on the cars, which I'll absolutely take. So yeah, we dispatch Bulike as an AI, he disconnected. And yeah, we're now onto the back of Formula Kai and then Giovanni, who both of these guys boxed pretty early. So we actually have, I think, a 4 or 5 lap overcut on them and their tyre wear respective. I think it's 4 laps, if I'm not mistaken, watching this back now whilst editing. So at the minute, we're all over the back of Kai. We've got way more grip and traction and just pace in general. You compound that with the fresher tyres and we have an edge. Now we're going to put the feelers.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
We're going to put the feelers out and do a little dummy run here. We have a look into Nouvelle, but Kai defends. A little bit of one misses his apex as he breaks quite late. We get a lovely exit, and I could have gone for this and maybe should have gone for this in hindsight. We were going to gather some momentum, but Tobacco is a dangerous corner to pass. But you can see here we're just pushing him through swimming pool as we try. Keyword being try. We just about get the car flicked around and we just let all the traffic pass, and now we're going to rejoin and yeah, hopefully lose minimal time. Kai boxes, but we'll analyse that, guys, at the end of the race. So stay tuned until the end to watch all the angles and clips. You can't just take up the whole track. I need to watch that back. Anyway, I'm going to go back to being locked in for a bit. So yeah, we're going to get back into it. Now we've got Crysis and Lawrence here battling away for position. Why is Lawrence fighting so hard? I'm like 13 seconds. I'm not going to do anything dumb again. Just can't believe I'm stuck behind Crysis again. That's so frustrating after getting past the first time. So yeah, it's literally like a deja vu, having to overtake this Aston again, having passed him so well in the first stint of the race.
23 laps of fuel remaining.
Now you can see he's out of battery. I can't tell if he's fully out or recharging, but we get momentum and we just cruise around the outside. Again, fresher tyres paying massive dividends. We get a huge run on Lawrence here. I couldn't tell where he was going to go. My fault. I hit him into the ball. Go on. I'm not passing. I'm letting him hold on, but he's letting me go. I don't know. I might get reported for that. I don't give a shit. I slowed down there. I actively slowed down to not pass him, but he was choosing to let me go. He wasn't accelerating. He wasn't speeding up. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I did try to let him, stay in front and recover position, but he was actually just fully letting me go. I wasn't sure why he was defending so hard with the penalty anyway, but either way, we'll take it and we move up. Not the cleanest move in the world, but hopefully we don't get reported for that. Either way, we're now on to Speedy. He's the next car that we have to pass and re-overtake after losing, of course, positions with the instant. We throw a little dummy here and he's flashing, so potentially first signs of either battery running out or he's charging, but he seems to be struggling. We keep the pressure up here and we are going to have a little browse around the outside of Massenet, which does give the inside of a casino. He does leave room, to be fair, but I opted to not fully commit. We go to the outside instead, though, into Mirabeau. Fucking hell, mate. Look at that. He must have damage or something, surely. Like, he's really anchoring on the brakes mid-apex and slowing down. I can't see if he's got damage or not. We actually brushed the wall at swimming pool for the first time. Wow, that Williams is in really early. Yeah, I don't mind that. We'll lose ground now, but we'll catch later. So similar to the first stint, the pit stops again happened quite early. So I was going to box lap 24. Oh, safety car.
Green flag.
Come on. Kryzik's hit the wall and DNF behind at Nouvelle. He done what I done in qualifying, I believe. But we are going to extend our stint a bit. Safety car would have been money for me there, but oh well. Gets me right back in the race, and I've got great pace as well. Yeah, safety car would have been insane, but it's sort of been cleared, and seems like we're not going to get one. So we're going to have to crack on as we just pass Monaco here. Once again, that pit exit. Monaco is in, scheduled a pit lap. So it was maybe 24, but considering how the race has gone, I'm happy to go long. We'll let Monaco go. This is what I mean, you just got to know your battles. And there's a little thank you wave. Oh, that's not speed, nothing stupid here. Nice and easy, no risk. Right, easing into the pit lane then. Monaco goes purple, confirming the difference in fresh tyres, and that is what our battle should have been. He's 14 seconds behind City Sly Guy in P3 Reeboks. Onto an upset hards, completing our strategy, and now we go full push to the end of the race. 3 cars go by, and this is where our race is. This is where it is.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Watch the pit exit. Right.
Oh,
Now we race. What happened there?
got damage. I went for it, but then wasn't a long enough side, but he just turned in ready as well.
Oh shit. Well, just try and get a gap if you can. Now, Ryan actually had an incident of his own. He tangled in the battle for P1 into Nouvelle and got damage. So he's now managing the P3 spot for the rest of this race. Now, we do catch Kai again. This time, thank you, Kai, appreciate it. He makes it easy for us and lets us go. So we move up swiftly into P7. I appreciate that. I'll consider that a gesture. Now, on to Giovanni. Again, another car with older tyres, and we are literally pushing him through here like we did with Kai. Didn't quite get the same exit here. I do try to get the inside. We brush him on the rear slightly into La Rascas, but we're just trying to be as close as possible for the exit here out of Anthony Nogues. He pulls to the left, then switches to the right, trying to defend. We get momentum. He's got a bit of damage, so we're just going to swing it around. We give him a bit of a squeeze to make it harder for him to hold on, and we execute the pass for 6th, and we eventually catch back up to Speedy on the tyre compound differential, of course, a couple laps fresher. And yeah, we're going to have to try and get this move done again. Oh, fucking hell, that was a big check-up. I won't pass him now, I'll wait. He's getting really good exits out the last corner. Not putting a foot wrong. He's running low on battery, I think. Either that or you went none extra early on that lap. Or on that straight, more like. So yeah, at the minute, it seems like he's done a better job of managing his rear tyres, because his traction in the key traction zones is really good. He's also just marking well. He's placing his car quite well and driving defensively really solid. So I'm just trying to see if I can force a mistake. Oh fuck, that's wide. That was a terrible last corner. I went too deep. I ended up making a small mistake of my own. Anyway, again, we're close here. He gets a decent enough exit that just gives him the gap. We are going to get the run. He's out of battery, flashing. I couldn't tell if he was defending the inside there or not. His car was right in the middle of the road. He's out of battery though. He's out of battery. It's only a matter of time. I thought he was going to defend the inside. I was going to go to the outside there. Slowly but surely, we're wearing him down, and he's right out of battery right now, and he's now hitting the wall. Just starting to struggle as we're basically just suffocating him, and there's a mistake. He runs deep into Rascas, and we just managed to get through that gap and move up. There's the mistake. There's the mistake. And that was P5. I pushed on pretty much flat out for the rest of the race. I find I drive better, as Giovanni also retires at Nouvelle. This time I think on the exit, maybe clipping the barrier on the way out. Let's hope Mollema makes a mistake, guys. Try and catch Ryan. And there it is, as I say that. He gets a 3-second, but unfortunately nothing more really happened. I kept on pushing flat out. Ryan was managing, of course, that damage for that P3 spot, which he did manage to secure. And we're going to finish P5, which it's okay. 9 cars finish. It is what it is. Considering the incident, I think that's a decent result. Honestly, the pace was unbelievable, and I just wish that hadn't happened so that we had a chance to show it, because with Ryan's damage, we could have potentially fought for a podium today, and that would have been a great result. Either way, we gain some points, we close in and make progress in the championship, and we'll call that an okay Monaco Grand Prix. I mean, Kai didn't actually turn across, but the snap automatically makes our tyres lock Otherwise, I think we could have got through there. Just here. Look at that. Kai's in Canada, so there is that. I feel like I'm there. At that point, yes, I should back out, but it's impossible to make a decision in that time. Like, it's so quick. That's just a little dummy. I'm just throwing the dummy there. Nothing there, but you get the idea that I'm knocking on the door. This one, I could have committed to this one, but no one goes for a move to back, so you back out. But I am literally pushing him through here. Yeah. It's too late for you to move across. You can't, like, any other track, you can argue I'm not alongside enough, but it's Monaco. Like, you've made your move too late here. You can even see the minute he turns there. At the zebra crossing. There.
Really?
I've had this exact same issue. The MFD, the HUD, blocks the triangles. I don't mind the new HUD this year, but it's very blocky and it takes up a lot of real estate for the arrows. I've tried to move mine because I've had that issue before. There's the front. You can just see it. Look at the front there. There's the exact moment, intentional or not, he turns in, because here, the gap's opening, and I can see there's a chance here. Like that. You can see it clear as day. There's the move. But then here, it's just too soon. Well, there we have it. That was the race. I think we'll get P5. Look, it's fine. It's not great, not terrible. I'm gutted. My pace was really good in the race, and that quali mistake cost me. And of course, the race didn't fully go our way, but not a single mistake, really. Like, I drove 39 flawless laps, you know, great pace, didn't really hit the wall at all, didn't really have any near misses. It was pretty damn consistent. So yeah, I'm going to put that quali one down to a one-off because that didn't even happen in practice once, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, either way, very happy, job done. P5 in the Drivers' Championship. It does mean I think we're going to be 5th. Silly Sly Guy won that one, so he's going to move from 4 points to, I believe, 20, so he's going to be right there with us. But we close in on to Tubi, and things are going to get really, really close. Either way, I don't mind it. We keep on moving and keep moving forward, and we've got both our cars up the sharp end in the championship. So yeah, guys, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members. Let's try and smash 1,000 likes. Cheers for watching. Check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you next time. Grazie. Ciao, ciao.